outside and pop out, quote unquote. And they were at a nightclub called the London, and it's sketchy as fuck. And it has been open since around 2019, I should say. But it didn't quite, quote unquote, popping off until COVID. Everyone started being able to come outside, and that's when they had some new promoters. And for some reason, everyone decided to just start going downtown partying a lot. Now this right here, this is Serge, and he is a reputable, and he's something like a no good from El Paso Heights. But I want to say he may be slightly older, but trust me, I was going to eventually do a gang archives on him, and he is one of the victims that got killed. And he, honestly, from what the streets are saying, he kind of sort of started the whole entire altercation. Now that was Baby Easy, and that's Take Money Easy's little homie, and he is from the Stars, and Serge is from the Heights, if I didn't mention that, but they're all CML affiliates. They're all together, obviously, and he's one of the victims that got killed also. But do you guys know that the video that first started going viral with the Mexican people that were fighting, that fight had nothing to do with the shooting that occurred slightly up the street? Now, everyone was thinking that when they seen this fight and that gunfire that came out and erupted was everything, but fuck no. It was multiple shooters, and both sides were shooting back and forth. And a lot of people may think that it was Mozzie side versus CML side, or, you know, it's a whole bunch of scenarios. But let me explain what the fuck really went down. Now, it's all sorts of victims that were hit by the gunfire, but the people who were intended, more than likely, were the top 3 people on this picture. Now, that guy on the bottom right, I have no clue who he is. And the girl, she is a Barksdale. She is related to Beefy and Mies and Dick. And on the bottom left, I have no clue who that is. But on the top right, let's talk about him. Well, if you guys are familiar with Key Loon, which I haven't did an archive on him yet, but he is from Salinas, and he came to Sacramento with his Crippin', and he clicked up with T-Nutty and all them. But that was before the war between CML and Mozzie. But he created his own clique in Sacramento called Loma Squad Money Team, and they are basically from the Gardens and Sacramento Crip affiliates, but they are Trigger Mob, and they are against the CML side. Now, one of the victims is from that Loma Squad Money Team, and he is allegedly Maba's cousin, Red Paint Maba's cousin. And they were on live that same night with all types of guns. Now this right here is DeAndre and Smiley. And DeAndre on the left, he got shot too, but he is okay. I think he got shot in the shoulder. And on the right, that is Smiley, and he got shot in the chest. And he is in critical condition fighting for his life right now. But he is also from Money Team. Now, when I say he is one of the biggest Crip coons that can bang anything that has to do with Sacramento, trust me guys, that motherfucker is hard as fuck. He just recently got released from prison, but he was in county on the side where all the CML affiliates are, because he is a Crip and they share the same side. But he has Trigger Mob K on his face or some shit like that. So he caught over fucking, I want to say 25 or some 30 days or some shit. No lie. And almost all of them, he won. He even fought Lick and beat the fuck out of Lick. Now, Baby Easy is with the shits, and he was in jail around the same time that Smiley was putting on his fiasco. So, mind you, I'm pretty sure he spotted him. Now, let me show you guys a very interesting video.
Still talking gangster. Damn girl, you think you slick. Somebody really get this.
When it comes to things, I get back on it. I ain't just talking, I'm a certified coach. Most of all, hey, baby, so what they tell you, nigga? He's just talking, I'ma bring it like I talk. Yeah, broken like I talk. What they tell you here, nigga? I ain't just talking, I'm a certified coach. Most of all, that's what they tell you, nigga. He's just talking. I ain't nothing like these rappers, man. Studio. Nah, me and every nigga in my studio game. Now, these fucking idiots posted this video on their account hours before that whole incident happened, and they all got hit, but one died.
I ain't gonna tell me no more to take this shit down, girl, but I ain't tripping, nigga, on the set, nigga. I ain't gonna tell me no more to take this shit down, girl, but I ain't tripping, nigga, on the set, nigga.
He said they would tell me to take this down in the morning, but he pulled up to the club with that coonery and didn't even make it 6 hours. Now, it is said that Serge,
rest in peace,
or
Serge,
whoever he was with, they seen the people that they had got into the altercation with in the club, and it was tension the whole time. They stayed at the club after it was over, at that sketchy ass fucking club. A lot of people ended up leaving, but it is said in the streets that Serge seen one of the Loon Squad members and confronted them, and a fight broke out, and that's when both sides began to exchange gunfire. Now, it was some victims that got chased down, that got caught in front of the Sharice, and that is down the street and slightly around the corner from the club where the initial brawl broke out. But lately, what I noticed about the CML affiliates, they had recently started partying a lot. In Sacramento, the Mozzie camp, they don't do that. They party outside of Sacramento and outside of California. They like to go to LA and Vegas and Texas and stuff. Now, the girl at the top left, she got shot in her stomach. And the girl on the bottom of her, she got shot too. They are both living. The girl in the middle, she died. And everyone else, got shot. Serge and Baby Easy, they are dead. Not to mention the people who just came to have a good time. But for whatever reason, everyone decided to go to that club that night. Why? I have no idea. I don't think that anyone got a drop on any side. I think that people decided to just go to that club that night, and they ran into each other, an altercation happened, and a lot of people got shot, and a lot of people died. Now, remember, this is all what the streets is saying. So, don't get mad at me and say that I'm saying too much. Everyone in Sacramento knows what's going on. And it's all sorts of crazy ass shit being posted all over the internet on both sides of whoever the fuck decided to shoot at each other. Now, I made this video, and I just basically formatted what the fuck is being said all across the internet. You guys can easily look at the Instagram and Facebook accounts of these coons and put two and two together on what the fuck happened. In all reality, we don't know who shot first or who actually started the altercation. That is just he say, she say. But the two sides definitely were shooting at each other. Sacramento gang archives, that is what really happened the night of that quote-unquote terrorist attack, mass shooting? Fuck no. That was just straight coonery at its finest. I'm out.
like I said yesterday. The world won't get no better if you just let it be. That's a trip. This is gonna be the first morning me and Drina started walking laps and shit. We're gonna start trying to, walk, get a little health back together and things. And then it starts raining. That means we're not supposed to walk? I don't know. It's a trip. Anyhow, man. As far as like that person being disrespectful, nobody really knows who Sacramento Gang Archives is. I got my suspicions. But for reasons like that, they can't show their face. What the fuck? They would turn them into a pack. Turn him into a pack. This shit run deep though. How you doing, Miss Lashes? So I say it's the reason why people don't hang out. It's the reason why people do. I could tell you personally, me, why I don't. And like I say, man, shit. There's too many people going there to the club not to have a good time. Even if it's a club of 100 and you got 5 people there that's not there to have a good time, that's too many, because it only takes one. It only takes one. So therefore, that's why I don't really go out. Now, you know what? I just had a thought. You know, a messed up feeling is, say you from out of town. Because like he said, he didn't know them two on the bottom. But say you from out of town and you just going to have a good time. Don't even know what you're getting into. You just there because your cousin said, come on. Don't even know. And it goes down. Because Sacramento is not that big. Sacramento is not that big. So you go to this club, you might jump to this club. There's probably no more than 10 clubs in Sacramento that's really popping. That might be an overstatement. Only because I've been in places where they got popping ass clubs. So you could say in Sacramento, where there's not that many popping ass clubs, that you're gonna encounter something. I remember I went to matter of fact, look, there's a part I left out about when I went to see my cousin Friday. There's a part I left out. When he wanted me to come to the club and kick it with him, I said no. I'm not doing that. Guess what though? This very club where he was talking to me at, I had just drove by like a year ago, just on some driving by because I heard there had been a big shooting and there was a girl out there under an umbrella rocking and crying. I thought that she was affected by the other shooting that had happened a few days ago up the street that involved Keeloom and them people. So come to find out, her boyfriend had got killed the night before. That night, like, it hadn't even been 24 hours. It had been hours, probably like 10, 15 hours, something like that. But this the morning, like before 12, and she's sitting there under the umbrella rocking with candles all around her. It was kind of like a surreal. It was kind of haunting to see her like that. And I walked up on her, and she lifted that umbrella up, and I was like, I'm a YouTuber, and if you're trying to get your voice out there or something, I can help you, because I felt that compelled to help because she was obviously in pain, sitting on where the blood is, like sitting on it, and she said some venomous words to me, and I ain't mad at her. Shoot. Got this dude coming at you with a camera, about to record. Man, shoot. She had some venomous words, and I accepted that and told her, my bad. But, dude, and so she said, I'll talk. So she talked a little bit and said my boyfriend's name was whoop, 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 and I'm going to stay here forever, pretty much. She said she's going to stay there indefinitely right there in the spot where he died. So this is a club where my cousin talking about, come on, man, it's cool, man. This shit cool. No, motherfucker, I know somebody died right there. Like 20 feet, I don't know him personally, but I know somebody died 20 feet to the left right there. And then the club up the street on Auburn Boulevard, there was a big old shooting there too. So therefore, man, look. And then if it hasn't been a shooting there on Auburn Boulevard, Madison, or Watt Avenue, downtown, if there hasn't been one, it's only a matter of time. That's why hanging out is overrated. And the sooner people realize that shit, might live longer. I remember the homie just got out. I was talking to the homie on the phone, right? I was inside. He was out. And he was like, yeah, I went to the club last night. I was like, shit, man, you already know. He said, shit, I had me a motherfucking poker in that motherfucker. So that means you not only do you got to worry about getting shot in the club, you got to worry about getting poked in the club too. You got to worry about getting poked in the club. That's all that's too much for me. Because I just want to grab me a cup and smoke. I don't know how, man, I ain't no dancer. I'm a dance with Drina, that's it. Me and Drina we gonna cut a rug up in that thing. OG style. But how you gonna let loose? Because, you know, dancing involves a certain amount of not paying attention to your surroundings. Because you're only paying attention to you and the person you dancing with. Unless you like Big Bad or somebody that do the gangster boogie, then you can look around. You can look around. Because you ain't really got to pay attention to the person you dancing with. You look around. No, you don't look out of pocket. But if you somebody that's sitting there, you know, getting your gig on, you ain't going to be doing this. Just getting your gig on. You ain't going to be doing that. It's you and your partner. So you can't even drop your awareness when you go to that thing. You can't even drop your awareness in the club. You go there to have fun. So what's the opposite look like if you don't go there to have fun? That means you're not dancing, you're hugging the wall, you're looking like a thug, you mugging everybody that come close to you, you on the defense, you went through hella shit, probably just to get your thing in, or all you thinking about while you in there is your thing in the car and how fast you can get to it if something happens. And a lot of times, man, like my mom, if she say something gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So if you kind of perpetuate and you go in there and you ready for whatever, you're not there to have a good time. So that's why I don't go to clubs. Because only, like I say, only one person that's not there to have a good time is too much. So the process of going from house parties to no house parties is the same transition that should happen with this clubbing in the wrong places. Now, there are places that have some clubs where you have fun and the chance for violence is not that great. There are places, but they far few in between. And they don't mix with black too good. It's probably like that across the world too. We just don't even know. We probably don't even know. Clubs is dangerous across the world. I look like Kanye West a little bit, don't I? I look like Kanye West a little bit. Something happened when I spotted that gray hair. Something happened. I started to look younger again. What's good, Smack? What's good, Trill? So the last thing I want to talk about has nothing to do with nothing. I just wanted to share a thought that ran across my mind as I was driving down the street. It's about awareness. It's about focusing your awareness and how to dial it in. So I'm driving down the street in the South area, and I see these two homeless dudes on the sidewalk. In Sacramento, them pop-up homeless tents things is bad. I'm talking about they everywhere. Like they'll pull up in a sleeping bag in front of the school or a parker or something, or just a random sidewalk and just set up shop. Well, I'm pretty sure many people have seen it play out where they wake up, look up, motherfucker got a tent, sleeping bag. Next thing you know, you start smelling some hot brewing coffee in the morning, and they're homeless. I'm sure y'all seen it. But this was just a regular ass sidewalk. And they had all their stuff, baskets. It was like the baskets was pulled up. Like you pulled up with yours, you pulled up with yours. And I'm not being funny about it. I'm just trying to paint the picture of this scenario. Now in the middle of them was a chessboard. These dudes was playing chess. And as I was riding by, I was like, you know what? For those moments that they're playing chess, these dudes are free. These dudes are free. Even though they homeless, don't know where their next meal coming from, don't know how they gonna sleep through the night or where or how, but they're free. They sitting there playing chess. How do I know that they're free mentally? Because I know what it takes to play chess. 100% focus on the board. The only time you really look away from the board is when you want to reset, because they say sometimes you can look at the chessboard so hard that you got to look away and then look back so you can get a fresh look at the board. But how do I know that them dudes was free? Well, shit, because I done been on a yard playing chess, so engaged in this game of chess that it was a motherfucking fight going on, like not even too far away from me. Motherfuckers still looking at the board. This fight going on. Everybody didn't lay down. Everybody didn't lay down on the yard. You're supposed to prone out immediately. But I'm so engaged in this chess game that I ain't even paid attention and looked around. And finally, when you look up and you see everybody proned out, you're like, oh, shit. And you got prone out. Chess requires total attention. So I'll say to them young folks and people that's in that life, when they say it's chess, not checkers, a lot of them people that quote that saying don't even know how to play chess. They just repeating it. Chess, not checkers, because they know chess is a harder game to play than checkers. But the problem is, checkers don't require total attention because you don't play it past a certain age. But chess requires total attention. So you youngsters and you people that's out there playing the game or in that life, if you call yourself a chess player, you can't take your eyes off the board. You can't. As soon as you take your eyes off the board, boom, bang, boom, checkmate. And it's the worst checkmate when you see it coming before you ain't even about to be checkmated for about 2 moves, 2, 3. But you see how he set the thing up. You see it to where you like, ooh, I can't go that way. Ooh, I can't go that way. Ooh, I can't go that way. And the only way I can go that way is if I sacrifice some shit. And I'm still going to get checkmated. That's my message to you youngsters out there in that life. If you're going to play, don't take your eyes off the board. For real. I care, man. I love my city. Born and raised in Sacramento. Born and raised in Sacramento. Put my life on the line for Sacramento multiple times. As a whole, see, a lot of these youngsters, though, they put it on the line for where they from out here. But then when they go inside, they realize, oh, wait a minute, hold on. We supposed to be fighting with each other? Oh, wait a minute, we was gunning at each other. Now we sellies. What? We was damn near trying to exterminate each other. And now we gotta have each other's back because the Mexicans done took flight or the whites done took flight. What? They get a rude awakening when they go inside. See, the good thing about a chessboard is it's only but such big. It's only but such big. It's designed for you to see the whole board. So you can see their side and you can see my side. So I can see your moves, you can see my moves, because it's only so big. Now put that in terms of the world. The world is but so big. But if you can manage to see the board of the world, even 1% of the whole world, consider yourself lucky. And I can say that as a YouTuber, I've been able to see a percent of the world, even if it's 1%. Even if it's Lash's journey in Jamaica. Even if it's our peoples in Scotland, our peoples in Australia, our peoples in Europe, England, I still managed to see a piece of the world. All right, man. So with that, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day, man. Remember, life is short. Don't take your eye off the board. That means stay aware. Like if you're aware, in tune with the universe, stay aware. Stay aware. In the moments that you are not aware, that's when things happen. So even be conscious when you're not aware. Like when you about to lower your guards, even be conscious of that. I can't go to sleep until the house is locked down. Like I will jump out the bed and go check every door, every plug. Drina even got me to where I trust. I gotta check the stove, the eyes on the stove, because the stove. Like somebody might reach for a cabinet. I mean, reach into the cupboard or whatever, and they clothes might hook on to the eye, the knob, and then next thing you know, you got gas in the house. So motherfucker even check that. That's because I can't relax and then once I relax, then I can. But while I'm up, that awareness is on. On. All right, man. Enough about that, man. 30-minute rant. We did that. I'll catch y'all. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. The bakery is a tough act to follow. True indeed. That schedule of the bakery was a tough act to follow. Think about it. Shoot, twice a day for a whole year straight, from start to finish. Whoo! So let's get back to what we do, man. Rest in peace, Sergio Harris, and everybody else that lost their life. And all the families affected. Dirty. Go.